Hi, how are you today? I hope that you know that you are enough. Yesterday, we were talking about climbing a ladder that was too high to reach. It seemed impossible. But then we talked about using a different ladder so we could reach it. And then all of a sudden, we were getting things done. So, how do we do that? Change the ladder. I'm going to use a personal story for this. As most of you know, I had spent 26 years of being abused. After the stress of the abuse in my last marriage, it caused my head to rupture, and I had to change. I had an AVM of the brain, and I didn't want my life to end this way when they thought it would end, but I survived. Um, I couldn't even leave him after this happened. I was stuck in trauma bonding, which is love bombing. That's how they get you. They gain trust and get you hooked. Then they criticize and devaluate you. Then there's gaslighting, resignation on my part, and submission. And the last two stages is loss of self and emotional addiction. That's where I was at. I wanted to leave, knew that it was the right thing to do. I just didn't know how. I was scared. Instead of leaving flat out, which I should have, but I couldn't do it. So instead, I left little by little. I changed my ladder. I started collecting copies of my daughter's birth certificate, my social security card, my daughter's immunization records. Slowly over time, I did little steps which would eventually lead me to freedom. It was scary, very scary, but I kept doing it. This was after I had survived a coma, a massive stroke, paralyzation. But the point is, I did it. Look at where my life is today. I'm happy. I'm free of being abused. And the most important thing, I have a purpose. So, whatever your situation might be, you may want to start a business. You may want to leave your job. You might want to find a new love or something small. You can do anything, but you have to believe it. You have to believe it. As Earl Nightingale says, he's an author, you are at this very moment standing right in the middle of your own acres of diamonds. I'll see you next time.